Hello everyone. In today's session, we will see how to find a second largest number in a list. For example, let's say we have my list with some numbers in it and we want to find out the second largest number. So in this list, if we can see 300 is the largest number and 123 is the second largest number. So we want to find out 123 or we want to print the second largest number from the list. Now let's see, programmatically there are two approaches which we can follow to find out the second largest number. So let's see how programmatically by using Python how to find the second largest number from the list. So I'm going to PyCharm. Now let's create a new file. Let's name it as second largest num from list .py. So it will create the Python file. So we have created one Python file. Now let's see the first approach. So in the first approach, what we will do, we will simply convert that list into a set to remove duplicate values, and then we will convert it back to list. After that, we will sort that list in ascending order, and after sorting the list in ascending order, we will simply fetch the second last element from the list. Now let's go to PyCharm once more time. So this is the approach 1. So I am just commenting this line with multi-line comments. So this is the approach 1 which we will be following. Right, so before that, let's see, I'm going to define one list. Now let's define a simple my list. So I'm just going to use this list only. So let's copy this list and let's paste it here. So we have defined one list and these are the elements present in the list. And we want to find out, or we want to print the second largest element from this list. So before that, I will just show you one more example or one more problem statement why we have to convert it into a set to avoid the duplicate values. Now let's see, this list is having no duplicate value. So each and every value in the list is unique values, right? So in this case, if you directly sort, let's say we are just going to use sort method, mylist.sort, and it will sort the list in ascending order. Now let's print my list. So just run this file. So there is some error it is showing. So I think it's, yeah, so we have added one extra double quotes, that's why. Now let's one more time, let's again run this file. So let's run this file. So yeah, so after using sort method, if we see the list, so it is sorted in ascending order. So when it is sorted in ascending order, the last element is the largest element, right? So to fetch the largest element, what we can do, we can simply use print my list, and if we mention -1, so print my list and -1 in the square bracket, so it will print the largest element from that list. Now let's run this file. So it will print 300. Now 300 is the largest and last element from that list after sorting it in a ascending order. But we want to fetch the second largest element. So instead of my1, if I place -2 and let's run this file, it will simply print 123, that is the largest element, right, from the list. But in this case, there are no duplicate values present in the my list. That's why it has fetched the second largest element from the list. But let's say I'm going to add duplicate values in this list. So let's say I'm adding one more 300 as well as one more 121. So we have added some duplicate values. And if we run the same program one more time, now let's see what happens. If you see here, it is still fetching 300 now, because there are two values or duplicate values of largest element. So in this case, it will print incorrect value. So 300 is not the largest value from the list, not the second largest value from the list. So we want to fetch 123, which is the second largest element from the list, right? So how to tackle this problem? So to avoid the duplicate values, we have to convert the list into set first. So what we can simply do now, let's say we have this list, I am keeping it as it is. So in this list, I have to first convert list to set. So how we can convert it? So I'm just going to define one more variable. Let's say my set equals to set, and in this we have to pass my list. So when we pass this my list into this my set variable, so my set will not have any duplicate values. So we can, what we can do, we can simply print. So when we print my set, so we have converted this my list into a set, and set will not have duplicate values. So what we will do, I am just commenting this part. So currently, so let's print my set and let's check it out. So I am just simply printing my set. So if you see the my set, it is not having any duplicate values, right? So it has removed all the duplicate values. After converting it into a set, duplicate values are now removed. Now we want to sort it, right? So we cannot sort the set directly. So for that, we have to first convert that set, my set, into list again. So what I will do, I will again create my list equals to, I will just convert list, and in this list I have to pass my set. So I am passing our my set, and it is converting it into list one more time. And after that, let's print my list one more time. So if we simply use print my list, and now let's run the file, so it will print my list here. So it is converted into a list format, and it will not have any duplicate values because we have removed the duplicate values, converting into a set in the previous step. Now once we have received this list with unique values and removing all the duplicate values, what we can do, we can simply sort the list again, right? So it will my list dot sort will sort the list in ascending order, and after that we can simply print, we can simply fetch, or we can simply print my list of -2. So it will simply print the second largest element present in that my list. Now let's execute this file, right? 1 to rent 123. So this is the second largest element from the list, right? So this is the approach one, or we can simply print statement also, second largest number from list is, after that comma, and it will print the second largest element. So let's execute this file. So 123 is the second largest element from this list. Even if the list contains the duplicate values, we are converting it into a my set or into a set format to avoid or to remove the duplicate values from the list. And after that, we are again converting it into a list, right? Because we want to sort it. And after converting into a list, we are sorting that list into ascending order. And after that, we are simply fetching the second largest element from that sorted list. That will eventually give us the value of 123, which is second largest element from that list. This is the approach 1. Now let's see the approach 2 as well. So what is the approach 2? So approach 2 is converting, again we have to convert list into a set to remove the duplicate values. So once we convert it into a set, we can simply remove the largest number from that set. So from that set, we can remove the maximum value from that set. And once the maximum value is removed, once the maximum value from the original set or original list is removed, we can simply print the maximum value of the remaining set wise, right? So that would be the eventually the second largest element from that specific list or set. Now let's see practically how we can do that. Now this is the approach 2. So I'm just commenting this approach 1 code. Let's comment this code, and now let's see. Now let's see the approach 2. So in the approach 2, I'm going to use the same list one more time. Now let's use the same list, my list. So we have now my list. So this is our list, and we want to fetch the second largest element, in this case 123, right? So 123 is the second largest element in this current list. Now we want to fetch that list. So this list is also having 300 as duplicate element. So for that, we have to first convert it into a set. So my set equals to set of, we have to pass my list here, so it will convert it into a my set. So if we simply print my set, now let's check printing my set as well. So if we simply print my set, so it is converted into set variable, set data type, right? Now after converting it into a set, what we can do, we can remove the maximum value. So I will simply use my set dot remove method, and in that I am using max of my set. So what it will do, it will remove the maximum or the largest element from that specific set. And after that, let's print again. So I'm just going to print my set one more time. So let's see what happens. So I'm just going to run this file. So this is the set, right? In that set, 300 was the maximum value, right? From all the elements. And after using my set dot remove maximum of my set, so we have removed the maximum value element, that is 300, from that set. And after that, we are again printing that my set. So it will not have the largest element currently, right? So the my set, and after removing, 300 value got removed, and it will print the remaining values, right? And from this set, if you see, 123 is largest one, and 123 is largest one from this set, which is from original set, it is second largest element. So now what we have to do, we have to simply fetch the largest element from this set, and that will give us the value of second largest element from the original set, right? So now let's print second largest number is, we can simply use comma, and we have to simply fetch the maximum value of my set. That will be eventually the second largest number from our original list, right? So now let's print again, or let's run the file. If you see, second largest number is 123. So we are successfully fetching the second largest element from this original my list. So what we did again, let's revise one more time. So we have this my list which is having duplicate values. So 300 is repeated 2 times. So to avoid or to remove the duplicate values, we have to first convert that my list or the list into set type. So we have used my set equals to set of my list. So we have converted it into a set format, and it will remove all the duplicate values. And after that, we have printed my set. So this is our my set after removing the duplicate values. And from this set, by using remove maximum method, remove max of my set, we have removed the largest element, that is 300. So 300 values got removed. And after that, when we print my set again, it will not have the 300 value. So from this set, if you see the largest value, that is 123, and that is the second largest value in our original set, right? Original list element. So if we print second largest number is maximum of my set, that will eventually give us the value of 123, and that is the second largest element from our original list. So this is the another approach. So we have seen the two approaches, right? So we have seen two approaches. Let's revise one more time. So we have seen two approaches. In the first approach, we have converted list to set to remove duplicate values, and then convert it back into a list and sort it in ascending order and fetch the second last element from that list. And approach 2, we have converted list to set to remove duplicate values, and then we have removed the largest number from the set. And after that, if we fetch the largest number, it will be the second largest number from the original list, right? So this is the two ways we can find the second largest number in list. So thanks for watching this video.